Good morning, Masters. Thank you all for taking time to join. So one last thing, Masters, before we get started. Okay, sounds good. I think we can get started. Good morning, all. Thank you so much for taking time today and joining the session. So before we get into the session, let's take a few minutes for the gratitude prayer. Let's start off. First of all, thanking each and every one of you for taking time to join today. And let's also start remembering all the people, the plants, the animals, the insects, the creatures of the sky, sea, air, water, fire, and earth. All those whose joyful exertions blesses our lives every single day. And let's be grateful for the and remember the care and labor of thousands of generations of elders and ancestors who have worked hard for us to be what we are today, and offer the gratitude to Mother Earth for carrying us and for giving everything what we are enjoying this day, and the gratitude for the health each of us have been given, and gratitude for the family and friends we have been given. Also, be thankful for the community we are living in, and offering the gratitude for the teachings and lessons we have got, and gratitude for the life we have been given. And let's be grateful, first of all, to our Guru, Brahmarshi Patriji, for guiding us or for giving this path called PSSM for all of us to enjoy in our spiritual growth. And I would like to be very thankful for my parents and everyone who joined. With that said, so today's topic will be the 13 guiding practices. I know as a part of this 21-day journey, we did speak about 18 PSSM core principles, and now we are getting into the 13 guiding practices. So how are these different and how are they related to us? So let's first start to understand that before we get in and see how do we start implementing these in our day-to-day life. So if we think about it, the 18 guiding principles are primarily the way we need to conduct ourselves. They are the way how we can move and act on our day-to-day life. So what you see here is how do we be living as a pyramid master? How do we work in a community together? So this is all about your personal and individual principles that we need to practice as a master. Whereas the first 18 days, what we have seen during this 21 days have been primarily focused on the spiritual path. What do we do on the spiritual path? How do we meditate? How do we teach? How do we spread? How do we do in the nature? So all of that together. So for us to evolve in our spiritual growth, we not only need to practice the 18 core principles, but we also need to embed and change our individual personalities. So yesterday we started this 13 guiding practices, and Sushma madam led a way, and she spoke about each of those first 5 principles. Before we get into those 5, right, let's understand what do I get or what are the benefits of practicing these 13 guiding practices for individual growth. First one is inner growth. It helps us to inculcate discipline, awareness, and also grow in our spiritual journeys, as well as create a harmony within ourselves. I think the first and most important for anyone is to be peaceful and calm, not just with our mind, body, and spirit. Combined all of that, we need to be harmonious and we need to be balanced. So practicing this will help us get there. And the unity. making sure we are compassionate. We are not individual persons on this planet. We are all working as a collective, and we are trying to improve the group consciousness along with our individual consciousness at the same time, and helping us evolve in that journey. And also making sure we participate or we include the positivity, gratitude, and happiness in our day to day life. So if someone is wants to be more happy on a day to day life, so practicing the 13 guiding principles is the way for us to take to be more happy. So what are these 13 guiding practices that we are talking about? So at a high level, I know this is a very small screenshot, but we'll reshare this on the WhatsApp group. So the 13 guiding practices, because these are extremely important. Like mentioned, we did 4 or 3 to yesterday. Today we'll do 5, and then tomorrow also we'll continue this practices journey. Because we are doing a lot of them, so this would be like a abridged and a quick version of understanding what these practices are. Again, please read these masters, read these, and try to inculcate and embed these practices into your day-to-day life. So before we go into today's, let's do a quick recap of what Sushma Madam mentioned yesterday. So first one is starting off with an yes attitude. We will have many things thrown at us during our lifetimes and during our journeys. Some things we love it, we enjoy it, and we want to do it. There are other things may not be so enjoyable or doable, but going with the attitude, anything comes in my way, I'll go with that S attitude. There is no option for any of us to make some of those changes because it's also a part of our karma, what we have gone through and our life design, the things that come in our life. But our attitude, the way we take those actions is extremely important. So starting off with an S attitude and always with a smile. Just by a single smile, you can create a positive impact on the outcome of whatever action you're trying to take. And we also talked about giving the credit to others. So not being like a credit seeker, but a credit giver. There is always a lot of pleasure and happiness when we start giving things. Giving things will give us more satisfaction than getting something. So trying to give credit to others for the work that has been accomplished. So all these are yesterday's. Let's quickly go and talk about the guiding practices for today. Okay, and I have everything on a single slide deck so that we can quickly walk through them. I think first we'll talk about the cleanliness. So cleanliness of our surroundings, as we all know, the physical cleanliness is extremely important. But taking this one step further, also having pure thoughts and actions. So with a clean environment, we reflect a clean mind. When our thoughts are pure, the mind becomes calm and focused. And clean thoughts, they start attracting positive vibrations. So as we know, the universal law of attraction, with the positive vibration, so everything you will be attracting the positive results of your actions. So cleanliness of your thoughts is extremely important to get there. Again, we heard the word hygiene. Hygiene, again, as a physical thing, we all understand what it is. But hygiene of our body is extremely important as our body is a temple of the soul. So caring for our hygiene is not being selfish, but it's an act of self-love. We shows gratitude for our own body that is carrying us through all the spiritual journey. So when we treat ourselves with care, we naturally will become more confident, we become more positive. So making sure we have hygiene and start treating ourselves for more positivity and confidence and working hard. Because sometimes we think, oh, these are really small jobs or menial tasks and I should not be doing it. Someone else should do it. So that is extremely important for us to understand. In a spiritual growth, in a spiritual journey, there is nothing like a small task. So no work is inferior in front of the God, in front of universe. Doing work is extremely important because it also helps you to dissolve our own ego. So ego is like one of the biggest challenges one faces to overcome. You may have solved many of the things, but working on our ego is extremely important. For that, making sure we do SSS attitude, and we are also taking every work that comes on our way, irrespective how big, how small it is, taking it and cultivating the habit of discipline and doing the work. That's very important. And the next thing, as we talk about, is respect for others. If we do all our work, but then we also have to give respect to every single person we meet across. In specifically in the spiritual journey, there may be masters who may be coming at a later point of time than you entered your spiritual journey. Irrespective of the time of journey they entered, even the beginner master who just entered, everyone have to be treated with extreme respect because we learn from each other. And we have to start shifting the focus from I, everything from I, we. So we are trying to foster or increase humility, shared purpose. We are all in this journey together. So moving away to we helps us connect and grow together, increase our group consciousness, and also helps to become into the state of oneness. Each of us has a unique purpose in our life, in our journeys. We are here for that. And each of us will have an impact on the other master in some known or unknown way. So respecting everyone becomes very critical. And then living in now, living in the present moment. So we all know past is a history, future is a mystery. So the present is the only gift we have. So instead of being overwhelmed by long-term uncertainties, because we have no idea what it turns out or what we are going to get through. So instead of working or looking into the long-term uncertainties, we need to act purposefully in the present moment. So having a long-term vision is always great, but your goals should be short-term. Having a clear plan of actions. You don't need to plan for for weeks or months or years together. Start off with a simple 24-hour plan. What do I want to do? And make sure we live in the present moment because we cannot change in the past or in the future. That's extremely important guiding principle. All of this accompanied by personal self-improvement. So sometimes we need to have practices that keep our body, mind, and spirit, as we have talking about, in the constant state of refining. So if we think about it, growth does not happen by doing just a single meditation session or a single retreat. This is a daily task, daily self-improvement. Every day, the way we have to read books, every day we have to practice meditation, to practice gratitude. We have to do self-reflection. So doing it steadily over a period of time will create the self improvement with us, within each of us, and it will also create growth. With the wholehearted self improvement, we are not trying to say be self centered, we are trying to say self redefining. So it turns our regular day processes or activities and will try to become more aware and compassionate to the source energy or to the divine energy. So today we'll just discuss about these six guiding practices, masters. As you can see on the top of these, we are also trying to come up with a method for you to remember these and start implementing in your day-to-day life. So this is yes. The first day, what Sushma Madam said, say yes to everyone, always keep smiling. And the C is primarily you give credit to others. And this is the next things what we read today. We will also have a follow-up tomorrow where I think I have the slide. Okay, where we'll talk about compassion. So we completed all these first until I. Tomorrow we'll talk about compassion, how to reduce our physical needs, evolve and practice. The key thing is, masters, not knowing the information is very important, knowledge is very important, but implementation is more important than knowledge. Even if you are able to implement few of these every day, that's a first stepping stone to get to your higher journey. With that said, let's take a pause and get into our meditation state, and we'll do a quick review after the session. You must stop sharing my screen. So please close your eyes and make sure you are fully relaxed. Clasp your hands, move your glasses. Slowly start bringing your attention to your normal, natural breath. Just observe, masters. Last 5 minutes, masters. Be with your breath. Last 2 minutes, masters. Be with your breath. Last 5 seconds, masters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very gently bring your hands towards your eyes. Slowly open your eyes and look at your palms. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now let us all thank the universe, the masters, and the energies we receive today. Thank you all. Anyone would like to share their experience or questions? Please go ahead, masters.
Bharti ma'am, thank you so much. In the beginning, the way how you opened the meditation session, the gratitude prayer is excellent. Can you please share it, Bharti ma'am?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. That was actually Shrita madam who shared it in her session. I'll share it in the group again. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Thank you so much. And even the slides, right, that you had, please share it in the group, ma'am. Would like to relook at and reread. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's good, masters. If no other questions, thank you all. Thank you very much for joining. And remember the Yes Chronicles. So try to uh, just go ahead with your day, but make sure to remember the 13 guiding practices and follow it. Thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for joining and have a wonderful day. See you all again tomorrow.
Thank
Mo-
you, Bharti.
Yeah, thank you.